Hi all, right, welcome back. Enemy Action Kharkov, Soviet Soul, take two, part 38, I think. Yeah, I'm uploading 37 right now. Yeah, that was an interesting part, wasn't it? The first of some things starting to happen. It was good, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I guess I like to see the AI doing stuff and I talked about this before. How some people don't like, they want to like make their own moves, and uh, they don't want to like spend time making moves for the enemy and whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's just something in me. I like that. I like to see that happening. Of course, like I said, I don't play these games against other people, so maybe having the feeling like it's somebody else actually sitting there working it out and not caring about how long it's taken me to do the things I want to do. It's perfect for me. Really is. Uh, yeah, okay. I got a response from a question. I didn't really go into all the question, but it was basically how it was worded in the player aid in the rule book. There was also that bit about removing not being in dangerous round, or not caring about being in dangerous round. Can't remember. No, I can't remember what that. Oh, hang on, I've took the. No, where am I? Where's my player aid? Right, I'm missing a player aid somehow. I thought I maybe took it with the computer there, but I cannot see it. Right, that's odd. Give me a second. Right, found it. I did actually take it over to the computer and laid it in an area that I couldn't see from where I was sitting. What was that? I was saying about the removal of the wording in step 2 again, may end in dangerous surround. And that wording's removed, and from 8 onwards, may end in dangerous surround, so that means... Yeah, I'm reading that wrong, Tom. I'm not thinking about that properly. I'm thinking that because it says in step 2 within turns 5 to 7 and 3 to 4, it says it may end in dangerous round. Well, it doesn't say that from turn 8 onwards. So I put 2 and 2 together and didn't get 4. And thought that then meant that it may not end in dangerous round. Yeah, that's silly, Grant. Because it's not. It doesn't mention anything about it. Now hold on, though. Hold on here, because the restrictions from turn 4 onwards say that they say that between... Oh, okay, that's between 4 and 7. Right enough. Okay, it's got it covered. I thought I was getting my way out of that one. So 4 plus German movement restrictions, but it specifically says between turn 4 and turn 7, and I'm talking about after turn 8 here, or from turn 8 onwards. And the restriction is 4 to 7. If not in dangerous round, don't end move in dangerous round unless move ends in VP hex or hex outside Soviet support or causes surround of Soviet unit. And this very last bit is where I thought I got myself out of it, or allowed by action. And I thought, well, it says in the action between 5 to 7 that it may end in dangerous round. It doesn't say that after turn 8, but that instruction's only between turn 4 and turn 7. So there's nothing there that cares about them being in dangerous round. Because Tom replied that way. He says, you know, they don't bother about that come that time. In fact, he says I'm going to get a bit of a beating, or some words along that line, which I'm not too keen on, but I might have something to say about that, Tom. No, probably not. I can see that, yeah, it could be quite tough. Anyway, he did agree. Well, he said that obviously the playwrights have got to compress things, and I mentioned that too. You know, I totally understand that, and I think I said it in the last part. You cannot cram 43 pages of rules into 4 pages of playwrights, so it's got to be condensed. But it did kind of, I think he agreed that the wording looked like it could have changed slightly. So, yeah, it's good to bring it to other people's attention as well. And that's why, in particular, the first time I'm looking at a set of instructions like that on the playwright, it's good to go and refresh it and look at it in the rule book. I think there's been 2 or 3 little things that I've, you know, you read it and you say, okay, I'm not quite sure, and then you look in the rule book and it's like 2 or 3 words that have been compressed out of that mean the same thing, but they just like then bring it home to you, you know. But that one is maybe something, I don't know if John will look at that question and, you know, maybe say it needs addressing or not. I don't know. It certainly made me have to go and look at the rule book. Because I thought it had altered slightly, so and that's what I said to Tom as well. But and like I say, obviously it's good to chuck these things out there because somebody else might come along with a question. They'll go and search for the question. I've put it down as action step 2, I think, German action step 2. So if you go searching for action step 2, you'll probably find my post. I try to write them that way, in a way that when you do go searching for something, it's you know, you get to the right place. But then the person might be thinking something else when they go searching, you know. Anyway. Right, okay. So yeah, it was an interesting part of this. So and that brings back home that Tom feels like the rules are correct for that, and I agree with that, and I feel that that's where I need to be looking, and the playwright still helps me there, but I just got to keep that one in mind. Okay, so yeah, so what are we doing now? Because things are getting a little heated, a little warm, shall we say, and there's our hand. We've got 2 third tank army cards. Bear in mind these 3 are supplemental cards that can all replace points. Now I started the turn with replacing a point, and I've got 3 more that could be replaced. This could certainly do with it. Bearing in mind I won't get this card next turn, I won't be able to do that. However, I mean, the other thing is I do have the third tank army card, but what is my impulse this turn? Do we try and do something about this advance on us, and maybe maybe have some words to say? We could I think this guy, I mean, we can move this guy out now, but I don't think he can get involved in anything, can he? Well, he could move strategically, but remember, I can't end adjacent to an enemy unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're not getting anywhere near the battle, but I could certainly move him up. And I say battle, there's maybe not going to be a battle. And also this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, he could get down and have something to say about this guy. And the other guy in the city, sorry, I'm maybe just off, is a bit too far away. 1, 2, 4, 5. He does have 7 movement, but so potentially could get down, but this would only be on this guy here. And I think if there's going to be a fight, because I don't think I can get up round about that. No, I pretty much doubt that one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what are you talking about, Grant? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I not just say that? No, I moved into here. Why am I not moving into here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I could surround that guy. And let's just check the strength we've got here. What is it? It's 10? No, it's 9. Remember, this is a town. Other thing to consider, this is outside the support line. And now this is starting to show that this could be important. Wow, yeah. Well, I mean, I've got cards to do that. Say cards, I've got 2. Well, in actual fact, using this one to put a forward support marker wouldn't be the worst choice. Because he's the one army. He's the one army that I'm not fussed about replacing a point on. I don't even think I've got an option to replace a point. Yeah, I don't think so. Just having a browse about there. No, I think they're all at full strength. And the mech units in there. Sorry, I know this is off camera, I'm just looking about. So, in actual fact, I can't even use that assign 1 replacement point. And remember, I mean, yes, I could activate the army, and we could certainly do something. I mean, to be honest, the 40th Army are now maybe considered needed up here with what's going on. There's a bit of a, but I'm going to get the primary card, so I know I'm going to get that. So what about maybe using the event for a forward support marker in here, knowing that it looks like things could start happening here, and if they don't, then I've got the chance to make an attack on that guy. I could get this guy out and in as well. I could maybe get some of this. I mean, I don't want to abandon all this so that the Germans can come through towards Kharkov and that, but I think the fact that's a 5 strength armoured unit with 3 steps, and I'm going to go into a battle not in support, not able to use a combat tactic, things like that. Yeah, again, I don't know if that's good thinking or not. Okay, I actually think this might be not the worst idea. We are quite early in the turn. And I think one of the things that's swaying me, we have 2 activations of 3rd tank. So, I mean, yes, okay. I probably do want to be using that to replace a point. However, it might come to it that we want to have 2 activations. And, we get this guy down, surround this guy. There's this whole thing about okay, and then we beat up this 2nd SS guy and he gets eliminated for a little while. And there's 3 more of them coming in next. Yeah, reinforcements next turn. We're getting nothing. Oh yeah, that's a point. Reinforcements. Ooh, yeah, we've got a good pop-off unit and a brilliant 3rd tank unit. Ooh. Yeah, about that. Yeah, I'd probably like to see a 3rd tank units card. I mean, I don't really want to use it for, you know, I don't want to use one of the cards to deploy that unit, even though it's a 6 strength, 3-step armoured unit. There's a chance we get the Stavka card this turn. I mean, remember, there's only 2 cards that don't come. So, I mean, we're into the swing of Stavka one turn, Southwest and Vornes front the other turn. They have kept, but I mean, you've got that 2 random cards that maybe don't come along. So what's the chances? How many cards is there in total? Oh, I can't remember. But anyway, the odds of not getting it are probably low. Yeah, I can't really sway myself towards looking at reserves. Not just now. But I do like the idea of maybe plonking this forward support into an area. I mean, I don't think I care about it going over this way. I'm not going to get aggressive and move up this way. But the only thing, I did say that I could place it in a place that made this town in support. I think it was maybe this hex here. So we would have support up to there, we would have support here. And okay, I'm talking about moving this unit down to maybe attack here. But yeah, I think the other thing to consider is there's nothing to say that the Germans won't make an attack on this, because it is outside the support line. I mean, they might look at this guy, and you know what? I don't think this guy's in a good place, because he is just outside the support line. I maybe never thought about it when I placed him there at the time, but that's us just went into the support situation, innit? So maybe another reason for placing it and having a go at this guy, moving this guy around. Maybe not this unit, and then there's no gap between here, but maybe just bring this guy around and then this guy down, and maybe have a go at that. Possibly chuck a combat tactic in. Yeah. So unfortunately, our impulse would be we would have to do. Yeah, we would. Yeah. We'll see if we could move this unit down to surround him, but no, because if we're going to have an attack, that's going to be when that guy moves down. So we're going to have to take a chance and hope that the Germans don't mess things about here. Okay, right. I don't know. I suppose I'm trying things out here. As you've heard more than 15 times, this is my first attempt. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do this. So I had to go. I was away looking at. I bumped another garrison marker and I was away checking where it was, but all sorted now. So yeah, we're gonna give this a go. It feels like a good time to be doing it in the situation that's happening up here. Now I might not need to do this all the time. I did talk about. Right, hang on. What did I do last turn? We've not got a pop-off card. I'm not showing anybody activated, but I think I replaced a point on 6th Army, didn't I? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. I've got mobile group pop-off card. Yeah, I must have went down and attacked. Is that... Sorry if this seems like just a couple of impulses ago to you watching it, but... or did I do that first? I think I'd done that first and then the 6th Army next, didn't I? Well, you know what? It's not going to matter because I don't have a... Right, I'll put the pop-off unit up there as being activated. I don't think that's right though, because I think my impulse was the 6th Army. I've only got 2 cards on my discard pile. 6th Army and mobile group pop-off, so I get the feeling pop-off. Yeah, I did. That was my very first impulse. Yeah, I'm going to take that back. So I can activate anybody I want. Because remember, replacing a point or deploying reserves doesn't count as an activation for the actual army. So yeah, okay. But and what I'm doing here doesn't count as well. So that's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? Right. What was I saying there? I don't know. Yeah, I think the thing that would just make me think there and wonder is I did decide that I was wanting to hold on to what I've got. The problem is, I suppose, this is a strong area. This is an area, I mean, Kharkov's close by as well, so I can feel myself eventually probably moving back. But at the moment, I'm holding that town, so why not put that forward support marker up there? It also puts some protection to that, although I'm saying that and I'm moving that guy down. But remember, we do have 2 3rd Tank Army activation cards in our hands, so yeah, so I'm going to do this. So place a forward, I'm going to activate, play the event from turn 5, event forward support. Place a forward support marker in any hex in or adjacent to the current Soviet support zone. All hexes within 5 hexes of the forward support marker are in support. And the only hexes we really need to care about are kind of these 2, but we can stretch up to grab that as well. Yeah, just looking at that. That town is in, ooh. You know what, I can probably, if I put it there, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, it needs to go, oh no, I can go 1 outside, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that's right. I mean, it says in any hex in or adjacent. So that tells me you're allowed just outside, adjacent here. So that 69 position there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, covers there. It also covers here, which, you know, maybe 69th Army is like going to make a mad dash up there, but I mean 40th Army was, but here Grant yeah, okay, well, we know I've got the primary to come, but yeah, you can do everything, can you? I mean, is there another card that I could use to do this? Well, no, not in my hand. The only other card to do it is that, and I want to actually use that card next turn to activate 3rd tank, because I want to keep this one in case I'm wanting to assign the replacement point, maybe. So yeah, I can't do everything, and I need to do this before I activate 3rd tank, so that I can bring this down, bring some of this around. Maybe, I mean, is there 2 in here? No, there's 3 units in here, by the way. You know, I could, okay, it's not very, ooh, that's going to be 4 movement, and there are 5. Oh, I'm not going to make that. Oh, hang on, I could go down the road. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, there you go. I can get up, I can get some of these mech units up to here if I wanted to. I mean, I don't think I should leave this empty, this hex, but anyway, yeah. Look, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this forward support thing. Why not? We need to know how it works, right? Is there markers for that then? Right, I didn't see them. Right, hang on, give me a sec. Okay, found it. So, Soviet forward support marker. And like I say, the way I'm reading it is, can be anywhere inside that line or just adjacent to it. So I think I said I wanted to go there. So let's just double check that though. So I definitely want to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into here. It also covers this one. So these are the 2 stacks of units that I've got outside the Soviet support. It also covers that town there, if the need should arise, and it also stretches over Gotnya, which maybe, I mean, this will sit there till the end of the turn, so Yeah, and it's 5 hexes out from there. I couldn't reach the city anyway, but I'm not as frightened about that. I mean, even if these Rouse units field, and I mean, if some of the 48 core units start piling along, then maybe, but yeah. Well, you know what, we've got to try these things out, I think. So that's what I'm going to do. And that is going to be my impulse. Oh, it took me 25 minutes to do just that. Okay. Yeah, you sure, Grant? Yeah, well, I'm never sure, but... Right, so I've got 4 cards in hand, so I'm going to draw a new card, so let's see what we get. We get... Oh, 69th Army again, that's 2 in the trot. Right, well that's telling me the 69th Army need to move. They can go for Gotnya. Gotnya. Look at that. Look at the event down the bottom there. I would have so much preferred to use this card. Because I don't... No, we do have we have a 1 strength infantry unit, so there is a replacement there, I suppose. But I would have been tempted to... I mean, you know, there's certain units in the game that you think are, yeah, we can spare them. 69th Army feels like it's one of them. It might be harsh, but hope nobody's watching. I've got relatives that are involved in the 69th Army. Okay, it's a game. I'm playing a game, please. I know it's a historical event. Yes, I realise that, and I realise, yeah, a lot of bad things happened. Yeah, and shouldn't have happened. But okay, let's not go there. Right. So I've drawn my card. So let's get a German impulse then. Yeah. This is just the first bit of this, isn't it? I know you can't answer me, but 27 minutes. But it shouldn't have even taken that long, because all I did was play an event that put a marker down. So you must have been rabbiting, Grant, as usual. Right, German impulse. Camera's a bit squint. Okay, let's see what exciting things we're going to do this turn. Oh no. Okay. Yeeks. No, we're going to find out. I get the feeling, is this the one? Oh no, it's 3 hex, but it's any units, it's not just mech units, is it? Oh, I don't know, actually that could be, it could be there in the 1st Panzer Army area, but if you look at the 4th Panzer Army area, you've got to pick a unit with these ones, haven't you? That looks to me like it catches almost everything. I don't know. Right, I'm jumping the gun here. We might have reserves. Well, we do have reserves. 4 of them? Well, you know what? There's 4 in the reserve units box. Isn't there? Right, deploy all German reserves, and then from turn 2 onwards, if at least 4 units are eligible. And the fact you've got method B involved now, well, it looks like 4 to me, but it's like miles away. Up by my Stella fridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4 to me. And pretty sure they'll... okay. Yeah, surely they will. Because I already talked about if 40 core got deployed. I mean, look, there's nothing down in here. I'll move the card out there. Look at all these position hexes that were proximate to. You know, they're not going to just let us just stroll into that 2 victory points, or even up here into this 1 victory point town, you know, followed by that one. You know, that's why they're there, to come and stop that from happening. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we're going to deploy the reserves. I think that was probably, well, I want to say it was better for us, but I don't know, because that does have the the extra benefit of activating all German units in city hexes. And although we moved 2 units out of city the last time, we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 units in cities that probably wouldn't be in any part of the Kampf group there. So that would have been an additional sort of movement. So probably the least of damage done with the actual deploying of the reserves, I think. But we might be regretting that in a minute. Right, I'll get the guys down. We'll have a look. We've got three from this side, and then the core Rouse unit has to go over the other side. We need to be able to deploy them all, but like I say, Method B just plonks one on top of a core unit, and there's a core unit I can see that's not in dangerous around. Oh, can he trace reserve supply? Oh, right, okay. Right, we'll see. I'll get them down and we'll have a look. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at, but the card, like I say, the card does say if at least 4 units are eligible. Man, these are eligible to be deployed, but they need to actually be deployed, or we then need to reset things and then move on to the next part of the card. I'm pretty sure it will happen, to be honest. Yeah, because we've got, as long as I can find a hex that's in reserve supply, which I should be able. Yeah, I will. For the core Rouse unit, yeah. Okay. Right, so we start, right, so ascend in order. So we're actually going to do it, right, I'll set them up because that's how it's going to work. He's selector number 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. So there's going to be a Rouse unit in between, so, well, we'll find out. So again, checking Method A. Well, this is 1st Panzer Army. So what's the biggie now? Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Soviet Union needs to be proximate. And then obviously we would cover up a VP hex, but I mean, here's our VP hex here, but we're not proximate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm a good bit away from that. This is probably the furthest guy. Got a garrison in the way. Oh, hang on, we don't count garrisons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still 3 hexes away from this. So they don't need to be worried about yeah, I do need to keep my mind on that. 1 German step in a city. Yeah, that's not really relevant here, but I might want to keep that in mind for that 48 core unit up there. It's only 1 step. Just when you maybe look at that and say, oh, there's somebody in there, doesn't matter. But so it needs to be in the army area. That's the line there, along there, and a Soviet unit proximate. And then unit not in dangerous round. However, if it's outside the Soviet support line, which is probably likely, not necessarily, but probably likely, then we don't care about dangerous round. And that forward support marker that we place is nowhere near this, so that's not going to help things out. So we're looking for the preferences really, and it comes down to if it's not a VP hex, which it's not going to be, I don't think. Within 3 hexes of a unit in the same core. Okay, so these are 40 core units here and here. Now we did eliminate the other guy that was down there, so that was quite nice timing to get him out of the way. So it's just these 2 units, I think. Yes, so within 3 of them we're looking for something that a Soviet unit is proximate to. It can be empty or garrison, so I'm going to start marking a few possibilities. Okay, going to look at the 3 first. They're all within 3 of 40 core, and we're proximate to them. This guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, easy enough. This one was as well, but it's adjacent to a German unit, so not marked that one. Okay, so now these two are in the Soviet support. This one is not, so we don't need to consider dangerous around for that one. Okay. Are any German units in dangerous around? I don't think so. I think we're still too far away. I mean, there was this marsh hex, but we can't even get through that now because of where they are. So, but I mean, this garrison is a bit. I said it wasn't much a concern, but once you start getting down there, it's a bit of pain because I don't think it would have mattered, because even if it wasn't there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, I can't get around the back there. So I don't think anything's in dangerous around there. And now I'm just looking at preference C, hex that removes dangerous around from our German unit. So yeah, I'm not really seeing that needed. Okay. Not in dangerous round. Well, that could come into it. Non-map HX, lowest position number. Okay. So that's 94, that's 109, that's 160. So if it comes down to it, if this one's not in dangerous round, that's where it would be, I believe. So let's have a look at that. I think with the garrison where it is, that might be okay. So I'll just put that there and we'll have a look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it? Now hang on. Give me a sec. Yeah, I had to just go and look at that again, because it does say that during reserve deployment, during German reserve deployment, disregard all German garrisons when checking for danger of surround. Okay, and it just kind of threw me and then I thought, well, this clearly is in dangerous round now, so I ignore this garrison 1, 2, 3, 4, and this guy moves in here and he's surrounded. I don't know, something threw me about that. I'm thinking, I'm wondering why that is, I suppose. I think it's got me thinking, right, I don't know. I've had a couple of beers now, so things might start getting cloudy. Why would it be that we don't consider garrisons? I mean, it's written in the rules, Grant. Should we not just move on from that? I mean, I can understand, right? I can understand if a unit starts adjacent to a garrison and you want to check for proximity to something, you ignore that garrison. I understand that. Why can't I get my head round it being irrelevant if you're placing a reserve? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something within the thinking there. Maybe there's not anything that's clear. Although maybe it's quite clear. And like you say, you've had a couple of beers, Grant. Okay. Well, that's not then an option anymore then, because we do ignore that garrison. And this is in the Soviet support. So yeah, that's part of the criteria is unit would not be in dangerous surround if placed in hex unless it removed dangerous surround from our German unit or it was outside Soviet support. Is not outside Soviet support. So yeah, it's part of the criteria. And we ignore, well, I just read it. During German reserve deployment, disregard all German garrisons when checking for danger of surround, and that's what we were doing. So he is in danger of surround, so let's take that away, and we cannot place it there. Okay, these other two, 109, 160. Right, what about the garrison itself then? That looks surroundable as well, pretty easily. And that's in the zone as well. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Alright, that's a no-go. Right, this one, however, is outside the zone. We're proximate to it. It's within 3. Now, this is within 3. I'm not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm one short of that. So I can't reach up there. And there's nothing else within 3. So I'm still looking at within 3 of the core, yeah? And I very much doubt that is surrounded. Oh, well, we don't need to look, because now this is outside the Soviet support zone. So if it is in danger of sound, I don't even need to look at it. I like it when that's happened. That's good. Well, it makes it easier, but I mean, I like all these things. I like the checks, but let's face it, right from the start of this playthrough and the previous you'll notice this is take 2, but right from the start of my playthrough, Dangerous Round was like, I was like David commented, that was my gap rule, if you like, from this version of the game. It was like I was just struggling. So I guess the fact that if I know it's outside the support zone, I can breathe, relax. Okay, so well, that's probably where we're going to get it then, isn't it? So it's empty garrison. I know, sorry if I'm going over it. It's in the army area. On barrage zone, in German reserve supply, Soviet unit is proximate, yes. And well, yeah, here you go. There's the other thing, and I suppose this is what can kind of throw you. When I'm checking proximity here, I do need to consider this garrison, I believe. Now, if I was checking if this unit was dangerous around, I would ignore this garrison. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fortunately, yes, I can go round about the garrison and get it. But yeah, I mean, that's how I'm seeing the rules. That's how we've been playing it. Just some of that's kind of clouding over a bit. Even there, just checking for that, I was like, why do I need to? But I don't know. Why is quite a good question, because maybe somebody might have the answer. Oh, it's because this, or the Grant is because this. But you know, this I understand. Now, if I was adjacent to this garrison, I would know that it also says in the rules that I ignore it, because when I activate the unit, the garrison goes away, right? And then I can check proximity, you know. Okay, anyway, going on about Grant. Unit would not be in dangerous round unless the hex is outside Soviet support. That's all I'm going to say. It's outside Soviet support. Not in Soviet town or city. Yeah, what I was watching some of my playback. Oh, you know what? It's maybe not a time to try and think about it, Grant. I think I was like looking at the screen saying, yeah, what about the one that says hex is not Soviet town or city? I can't remember what it was. Right, okay, forget it, move on. So not adjacent to a German unit is the last preference, it is not. And then, sorry, the last part of the criteria, should I say. And then among qualifying positions, well, there is only one. Well, there's only one within preference B. That I've jumped ahead to preferences, obviously. A is VP hex. Well, we didn't have a VP hex that I was proximate to. There is this one up here that's off camera, and we looked at all that. So, and then preference B is within 3 hexes of a unit in the same core. So that is that one, and there's only one because the other ones were in dangerous round. So give me that guy. There we go. Boop. Sorted. Right. Next one is core rouse, so we need to move a little bit. Okay, so I'll try to deploy the core rouse unit now. Now we have, just zoom out a little bit more. We do have one unit here and one unit there, and then their army deployment zone is between this line across. Okay. So again, is there a VP hex in there? That's where we're looking for a priority that, that's, yeah, that's what they'd look at first. I can't see anything there. No, that's because there's nothing there. If we had been sitting outside the city right now, then yes, he would have been like all over it. However, so the next one, well, a Soviet unit needs to be proximate to the position hex, right? Or garrison hex. And then jumping down again to the preferences, if there's no VP hex, we're looking for within 3 hexes of a unit in the same core. So that's why I'm looking at that. Right, I'll pick a few hexes and we'll have a look. Right, my, calm down, Grant. Okay, well, yeah, I just got carried away, I suppose. Well, all the hexes are within 3 of a core rouse unit, so that can avoid mistakes, Soviet unit proximate though. Yes. I didn't actually look at that, but I'm starting to look now. Maybe not then. So this is. How much is that in there? That's 4, 5, 6. That one's not. Yeah, because it's 4 across into the woods across the minor river, 5, 6 into broken. So yeah, that one's not then. Sorry, take that one away. Well, like I say, I didn't actually look at proximity, which is a bit daft. That one is 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, these aren't, are they? Right, hold on though. Let me show me the card up there a little bit. We'll have a better look because there might be something possibly. Oh, these are infantry. We do have this mech unit down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not going to work. Yeah, no other mech guy is here. But he's breaking zone of control. I'm not even going to look at that. Right. So these are not proximate. That one as well. Did I say? I think so. Well, hang on. 1. No, that is actually 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because they don't cost for crossing the minor river. 1, 2, and then 2 in the woods. Yeah. So right. Okay. So I broke that down already, which I guess I should have done. Okay. So amongst them, we're all proximate to them. Dangerous. Well, you know what? All the. Oh no, they're not. I was going to say all of them are outside the Soviet support zone, but they're not, are they? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. That one's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So these two are not. Now I'm assuming that's right. It says outside Soviet support. Let me see the rule book if it might add a little bit. I don't think it will. I get the feeling that I'm thinking right, and that is in Soviet support. The hex is not in Soviet support. Yeah. I think it is. I mean, at the moment, but that's the reason we put this here, so that this is in Soviet support. So we do need to check for dangerous around on these 2 units, these 2 possibilities. Okay. I think this one is in dangerous round. We can Oh, right, I'll get that later. This guy can go 1, 2, 3, crossing the minor river into the clear. Right, who am I trying to surround here? This guy, yeah? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3. I can't go into there. 4, 5. Yeah, if I go there for 5 and then sure this guy can go out and in and he's surrounded, yeah? And he is in Soviet support because of the forward Soviet support marker. Soviet forward support marker. Right, so what about the other guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the other 3 are outside anyway, so don't care if they're in dangerous round. The other guy might be alright actually. The infantry can go 1, 2. Oh, well, maybe not. 1, 2, 3. Into there. So can we get that mech guy into there? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6 into there. He's got an out hex at the moment that I can see. In here. Yeah, and I very much doubt the mech can come down the other way because it's all broken down here. That's going to be costly for him. And something coming from the other side is going to have to come through the woods or get into these woods. Yeah, I think. Well, hang on. Let's open it up a little bit. Yeah, let's have a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's not good enough, Grant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, well, we can't get into there. I mean, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into here as well, but this is his out hit. I mean, I need to close in on there. I can't do that. No. Okay, so that's not. I'm not getting that. So he's not surroundable. Hopefully. Take that way. Okay, so. Yeah, I know. It's difficult to puzzle these things out, and I suppose you do it in your own kind of way about how you look at it first. You know, I have to go through it every turn, every time, and you have noticed that because if you maybe gloss over and move on by. When Grant's trying to deploy units here. Let's see what he puts in the end, and we'll decide if it's right or not. I should put timestamps in. Right, the unit was placed at this time. That would be much easier, eh? Yeah, it'd be much harder for me though. Much more work, shall we say. Right, so I'm going to look at preferences again. VP hex, within 3 hexes. Hex that removes dangerous round from our German unit. Oh, well. Yeah, because did I not wonder about this guy being in... Is this guy in dangerous surround before we place anything? I don't know though, because that's 1, 2, 3... Oh no, yeah. No. Yeah, no, he is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did this have to be so far away? I think the annoying thing, am I not right in saying that the German solo is the other way about? So everything starts up that end. Maybe I've got that wrong. I don't think I have though. Hopefully I do. That would be a pain having to stretch it way up there. Maybe it is set up differently. I don't know. I've not looked, to be honest. I've not looked at anything regarding that. Well, apart from, yeah, I watched some of the guy's video that had it up and he was getting the cards all wrong. And it was frustrating me. But anyway, he just abandoned it, I think. Anyway, okay, moving on. So, yeah, so we can get the infantry 1, 2, 3, 4 into there. And this guy can just go plonk into there and surround that guy. So he is surroundable. So that is one of our preferences. So we've got VP hex, no. Within 3 hexes of a unit in the same core, all of them are. Right? Hex that removes dangerous surround from another German unit. Okay. So which one of them is going to remove dangerous surround then? I think this one's maybe a good shot at it. Well, there's only one way to try it, Grant. Let's just, well, hang on, I'm going to come down to, what's that, 92? I should probably pick the lowest number first, shouldn't I? 83, yeah. Let's pick 83 first. Although I don't think that's going to help. Well, actually. Yeah, no, it won't, will it? Because he can still go 1, 2, just go that way this time, 3, 4, and then he comes in, right? So 83 does not work. 92, I've got a good feeling about that one. Because that means 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, by all means he can get in there, but he can't get there. Is that right? Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can't get there. So that's the best he can do. And this guy can't get in there now because of that. I've got a sore neck. Stretching up there. I should probably stand up. Yeah, just the camera a wee bit. Okay, we're getting a almost bird's eye view now. Yeah, I do think, because that's the best that guy can do, isn't it? So now, what's the best he can do? He can't move from there to there. So he's going to have to go out 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5. So he will be able to enter that hex. However, the magical yellow cube tells us that should be an out for that guy if that Rouse unit is placed there. Yeah, I'm liking that one. So, is it covering all the bases? Right, like I say, it's outside the Soviet support line, so if it happened to be in danger of sound, but I'll tell you what, it's not. Oh, hold on. We're missing out an important one. Ugh. Supply. How did I gloss over that one? I'm starting to think back and panic a bit there, because it's reserve supply. I'm not panicking about this deployment, I'm panicking about other units getting deployed. What did we do recently in the 4th Panzer Army? No, we moved units. No, I think it's okay. Right, it's just I had a bit of a... Yeah, because my guess is... Well, you know what? He might be alright, actually. So reserve supply, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then off. Yeah, he's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In fact, you can actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and off. Is that right? Now, the fact I'm looking at supply just now didn't change the removal of the other options were because of other things, weren't they? I just like totally had a wee blank there on reserve supply. So it's just when I looked at the criteria again. So yeah, it's in German reserve supply. A Soviet unit is proximate. Yeah, it's adjacent. So unit would not be in dangerous round unless it's in a hex outside Soviet support, but it's not in dangerous round, I can see. Not Soviet town or city, not adjacent to German unit. Yeah, one's qualifying position, VP hex, within 3 hexes of unit, same core. Yes, hex, it removes dangerous round from another German unit, which it does, it removes it from that unit. The next preference is not in dangerous round. Oh no, you're having a laugh. Well, yeah, you need to get through them all, Grant. Right, so among qualifying positions, prefer a VP hex. Right, no. Within 3 hexes of a unit in the same core, yes. Hex that removes dangerous round from another German unit, yes. Now there could be other options here which I'm going to need to look at. Well, not that one, this one. And I'll get to it. You maybe know already. Right, D is not in dangerous round. Well, he's not, so that is good. Yeah, you need to run through them all, Grant, because it could be, right? See if this one here remove dangerous round from that too. I'm looking at the lowest position number, and you need to run through them all just to make sure, because lowest position number is the very last preference. And okay, I'm looking at that, but I need to be careful. So not in dangerous round. Well, I actually think that's a better option than that, because that looks like it is in dangerous round. And that one certainly doesn't. Well, it's not. Yeah, it can't be. I need another unit all across here. And that guy can only get across to like here or something like that. However, it's the next one that just threw me a wobbly there. E is non-map edge hex. So this is a map edge hex. So it'd rather not go there if it had another option. And then the last option is the lowest position number. So in actual fact, it'll pick a higher position number if it can still remove dangerous round from that, and if it's not in dangerous round, which I kind of doubt, because that's a map edge hex as well, isn't it? I mean, yeah, that's a map edge hex. Yeah, it is. That's a map edge hex. That's a map edge. Yeah, they're all map edge hexes. So it doesn't want to go there. That's a higher number. I'm going to take that one away. So I would prefer to go here. Like I say, if it could remove dangerous round from that, you know what? It can't. And it's in dangerous round itself. So we're still good with that one, but you need to be careful, Grant. Well, at least I think I'm still good with that one. You need to run through them all. Don't just look lowest position number and then, I'm looking at the core, 3 from the core, lowest position number. Other things can come in. It depends, right enough. It does depend on lots of things. Right, okay. We're over an hour. Oh, I'm going to have to plug my phone in. Give me a sec. Okay, so that's that one done. Oh, I can come back to a more reachable area of the map. Yeah, I think we got that right. So, yeah, interesting. These are 4 strength one as well, so not to be sniffed at. Starting to, that's 4, 7, that's 9 strength worth of Rouse units. So I may need to watch what's going on up there, and he's only up there himself. Okay, 2 more units to go, and I started panicking there, thinking we do need to actually deploy the whole 4 of them, and I thought, yeah, it'll be fine. Well, I hope it will be fine. I mean, method B, one of them they would just stack on top of each other, I think, and start looking kind of scary to us. Okay, right. So unit selector number 3. So we're back down this area again. Yeah, so no VPs. My guess is up in this area somewhere, because we're going to be proximate to something up there. It's looking to be within 3 of that. Okay, I know there's a few other things I need to watch out for, but let me put some cubes down. Okay, there's a quick thinking of where they might go. Again, I'm basing it on 3 from the core. Yeah, it doesn't have to be this unit, admittedly. So we did look at some stuff in here. 1, 2. Yeah, I can't get. I've got this guy in here, but I had a cube in here at first because it's like 1, 2, but I'm actually not proximate to that because of that broken hex. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have to go into the broken hex to try and get through there because I can't go shoes on a control. So yeah, so I think that's my options. Now we'd marked the garrison before, which tells me that. However, that was before this unit was placed here, so it might well be, yeah, because this is in the Soviet support zone, isn't it? So these 3 are in, these 2 are out. We're proximate to them. Right, reserve supply, just like have a glance, Grant, at least. Yeah, no problems, okay. Not try to do anything too clever. Right, unit would not be in dangerous surround. Right, these 2 don't care about it because they're outside the zone. So these 3, are they in dangerous surround? Ooh. Well, I want to say all of them no, but I'm curious about this one, maybe. Yeah, I think he's in danger actually. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Right, okay, so he's gone. The other 4, because although I can get something in here on this one, yeah, it just feels better having the unit. Just doing that for some reason helps, doesn't it? It does for me anyway. So yeah, best I can do here is in there, like I was saying. So yeah, he's got an out there. We're not getting in there. So that one's okay, isn't it? That one's okay. That's 94. So the fact that's the lowest number, should we move on then? Within 3 hexes. Hex that removes dangerous sound from our German unit. Well, no issues with that. Yeah, I think this is okay. This is something we're going to have to keep in mind as well now, though, because that instruction says hex it enables. Hex it. What am I trying to say? Hex it removes dangerous surround from another German unit. Now, I placed this guy before, and we might think, well, he's not in dangerous surround because we've already placed him. However, we're not caring about being outside the Soviet support line now, so he could still be in dangerous surround, and then this latest placement might prevent that. I don't think that's the case. It's too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it is. There's not a worry. So yeah, none of these are in dangerous surround. Okay. Not in danger of surround. Well, he's not. We've looked at that. Non-map SX, lowest position number. Yeah, I think this guy's going here because it is boiling down this time. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to my bed shortly anyway, so well, I've enjoyed this day. That last part was brilliant. This has been good as well. But yeah, I like to see the Germans starting to make moves and whatever. Right, you're running out of space, Grant. Come on, hurry. 1 more to go. Is it? Yeah. Right, one more to go. Can we leave the cubes where they are? We're all proximate to them. They're all within 3. The placement of this guy has increased some options, I suppose. To here. Yeah, I'm not going there. That's clearly dangerous round. You know what? That's clearly dangerous round. 1, 2, 3. Did we not look at that hex already? We must have done, because it's within 3 of that guy. So that's clearly dangerous round. Yeah, so just same 3 hexes. Okay. This one's the only one that's in the support. It would be the lowest number, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. However, I don't think he's in dangerous round. He is not. No way. Nah, not having it. He's the lowest number. I'm putting him in there. Oh, I'm getting cocky now. Yeah, I'm going to take them away and just have a look at the picture. Right, just going to glance quickly at that. Enter garrison. It's in the area. Yeah. Soviet unit proximate. Yeah. Unit would not be in dangerous round if placed. As in the Soviet support. Oh. Right, why did I think he was not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My Grant. How did I think I was not? I don't know if it was the cubes here maybe threw me. This is the guy I'm trying to deploy, isn't it? Yeah, he's going back there. Why did I think that was not in dangerous round then? See, that worries me that I almost made a boob there. Because that's in the zone. And this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into there. And this guy can go 1, 2, 3 into there. He's surroundable. Jesus. Come on, Grant, wake up. Trying to be too quick there. Yeah, too cocky. Well, I've caught up with things a bit, so fingers crossed. Well, there's still, I've got 37 uploading out. This is 38, isn't it? So I've kind of got 2 parts to watch before I can relax a little. Right, so the last 2, well, they're both outside the zone anyway. This is the lowest number. So does that not just tell you want to do this, Grant, and be done with it? Well, not necessarily, remember. Because if this is in dangerous round and this one wasn't, we'd still go for that. Well, is it in dangerous round? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it might be actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it is. So there you go. So if we go through the preferences within 3 hex, well, VP hex, right, within 3 hexes of the core, yes. Hex that removes dangerous round from another unit. We don't have that problem. Right, something's wrong here. Have I made a mistake? I must have made a mistake somewhere. Have I picked the wrong unit up or something? This guy's in dangerous round. No. What have I done? Have I just made a complete mess of things? This guy got placed first. Then the core rouse unit. Then this guy was to be placed next. But he's in dangerous round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I've done something wrong, haven't I? I don't know what it is. Right, well, I'm at an hour and 15 minutes now. I'm going to have to upload this, so I suppose that's a good time to look over and see where I went wrong here, but I felt like I was dealing my hands quite comfortable there, but even that last placement, the time did I try and place it there or something? And I got that horribly wrong as well. I'm going to put this guy back. And I'm just going to cut it there. I mean, this was fine. Yeah. Because I know I can't get up behind that. And remember, also, he is outside the zone, okay? But you still want to avoid that. If it comes down to preferences, you will still avoid it. But this is clearly in dangerous round, and I can't believe that I'm not seeing that one. I must have done something wrong. Right, okay. I'll have to cut this now. Now, the annoying thing is that I don't know if I can finish this off now, but I'll get this bit uploaded. I'll have a quick look, and if I see something clear that I can come back and quickly remedy, because we've only got one more unit to place and finish the episode, the part. So, okay, right. I'll see if I can get back to it tonight. If not, then it'll be with a fresh head at least tomorrow morning. Okay, right. Cheers, guys. Hi all. Right. Okay. I see what's went wrong, and I was just talking about it recently, wasn't I? I'm just glancing across the computer there. I was talking about it recently, and I stopped and paused. In fact, was it not because of this garrison that brought the issues up? So yeah, I'm going to take this unit away, and the reason this unit got placed here is because my options were here. I'm going to leave them there because that's where I ended up going. My options were here, 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 and here. And I'm wondering if, yeah, you know, I was asking the question. Oh, actually, I've got another one, hang on, which is down here. I've not, maybe, I'm not sure what bit I've got that at, but I can see cubes there and whatever. Do not discount this one because I'm 3, 1, 2. Yeah, that's in dangerous round in the zone. So this was my position, and the reason the unit got placed here is because it's not in dangerous round, and the reason that I'm seeing it not in dangerous round is because this garrison's here, and like we've just read and we talked about it. Like, oh my god, I must have just mentioned it, I don't know, round about the same time, just before I've done this. This is just like, this is going to stump me a lot, I think. Yeah, because even placing the cube, because this is an option for a unit to be deployed, and I'm wondering if that's the reason that you don't consider garrisons, because that could be, a reserve could be deployed there. I don't know, I'm just throwing that out there. It might not have nothing to do with that. During German reserve deployment, disregard all German garrisons when checking for dangerous round. I read it not that long ago, and I've totally just blanked it out. And that's why when this garrison goes away in a unit, I don't. Oh, hold on. Do we place a unit there? We can't place a unit there because, no, I must ignore that. Because what happens is I then realise that I can surround this guy, so... Okay, right, let's go back to that, and I'm just going to watch the video as well, but I'm going to try and deal with it properly. The first deployment was correct, well, here's hoping. The Rouse unit looked good. The next unit was this. We were trying to get within 3 of these guys. Let's ignore that garrison, Grant. This is in the zone. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4 around the back, 1 in there. That's in dangerous surround, and that's what I seen, and that's why it totally threw me. But of course, I chucked the garrison away. Why did I chuck the garrison? I must have put a unit in there then, did I? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we're still trying to deploy Unit 3 within these 3 hexes. And although we want to look at the lowest one, this is in the zone as well. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is why. Well, I don't know if that's why or not. I'm kind of like not sure where I'm at just now. If we place it there, it's in dangerous surround, so that's that. So 1, 2, 7, 1, 4, 3. If we place it there, again, remember, ignore the garrison. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's surroundable, however, it's outside the area. But remember how the preferences go. EP hex, within 3 hexes of a unit in the same core, both of them are. Hex that removes dangerous surround from our German unit, none of them are. Not in dangerous surround. That is the next, that is D, preference. This one is in dangerous surround, even though it's outside and it doesn't meet the, and it still meets the criteria. It's outside the Soviet support zone. This one, yeah, that's not in danger. He starts doubting himself again. Well, you know what? It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be, maybe. So this pop-off unit that we've not really thought about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we get in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can. So both of these are surroundable in actual fact. Well, I'm glad I came back to revisit this then, because it looks like I'm making a shambles of it. So that does. Hang on. Yeah, no, they're both within 3. That's fine. So they're both in dangerous surround, so we need to move on. Non-map edge hex, no, lowest position number. Lowest position number, yeah. So it is going to be that one. So 1, 2, 7. Okay. So it does end up being that one. Right, I'm just going to pause a second and just have a look at the video footage. Yeah, okay. I've not watched it all back yet, but yeah, yeah, I make the mess because of the garrison. That's it. So so yeah, so is that where that went? Oh dear. I've not had that much to drink, to be honest. Okay. I guess it's just this muddle up where I had it there and I'm just... Yeah, so we did decide that both of these were in dangerous round, didn't we? But because this is the lowest number, it would still go in there. Okay. Right, I think that's right. Right, so now number 4. So let's look at the possible positions, because he can spread things out. We've looked at these already, haven't we? This is in dangerous surround. This is in dangerous surround. Yeah, and remember, we can ignore the garrison. I mean, the garrison's still an option, actually. This, I would think, is in danger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. This is in dangerous surround. 1, 2, 3. I'm proximate to that, so that's an interesting one, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm not. We're not proximate to 1, 4, 3. Yeah, so I think they two are interesting. Remember, we ignore... No, the garrison's surroundable, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the garrison's not an option. That one might be... Well, I think it probably is actually. That looks like a good one, doesn't it? Because I can't. Yeah, there's no gap here, so the best I could get is in there, and then there's not a hex here. So I can't. He's always going to have an out there. Okay, let's look at that. Although I really feel the need to look back over this video now and study things. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got it wrong because I was considering the garrison. I'm pretty sure that'll become clear when I watch it again as well. I'd glanced at it there and it looked like, and I'm thinking, Grant, you just talked about it recently and you're putting the garrison in play when it's really kind of off-putting though, you know, because generally garrisons are things that you need to go round about. You can't move through or round about. I really need to drum that into my head when we're talking deployment reserves. Right, let's just see if that is right for that guy. Empty garrison, reserve units, yeah. Reserve supply, yeah. Proximate, yeah. Would not be in dangerous surround, but doesn't care, he's outside the zone, okay. However, he's, yeah, hang on, Grant. No, but it still breaks down, when it comes down to the preferences, VP hex, within 3 hexes of the unit, let's just say this could be a consideration, this hex, right? Because it's 134 and this is 153, right? So this is the lowest numbered hex. They're both outside the zone, right? They're both within 3. They're not trying to remove... Oh, hang on. Christ. Oh, I'm getting myself really tied up in knots here because I think I was at this step before though, wasn't I? This is a bit I don't like this. And what I'm looking at here is preference C says hex that removes dangerous round from another German unit. Right, let's just leave it at that. We don't need to care about supply. Hex that removes dangerous round from another German unit, right? This guy, although we placed him and he's outside the zone, right? If I don't consider that garrison right now, where I am just now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can surround that unit. Now, I looked at this before, I'm sure I looked at this previously and I said, well, no, hold on, Grant, it's only for placing the unit that you check, that you don't consider garrisons for checking dangerous around. I might need to pop a question out there, unless somebody comes back, if they watch this. I mean, I think this garrison is still in play while I'm trying to check for dangerous around on a unit within the preferences of deploying the reserve. But I mean, I think I looked at the rule before, didn't I? Well, when I say the rule, it's that, dear me, dangerous around reminders. During German reserve deployment, disregard all German garrisons when checking for danger of surround. So, that could, you know, you could read that in the Grantos way that says, I'm checking for dangerous around and I'm in the German reserve deployment phase right now, and I can surround this unit, you know, because I'm not considering this garrison, so that might come into the fact of where this unit gets deployed. Yeah. I brought this one up before, nobody said anything. I think that's a question to put out there though. Yeah, problem is I'm going to have to do that tomorrow, so I need to try and remember it. well, hopefully I'm going to try and watch a bit of this video footage back, so maybe that'll... I mean, I personally don't think that would be looked at. I don't think we ignore that garrison for that check. I think we're only ignoring it for the dangerous round on the unit we're deploying. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong with that. That's what I think. Pretty sure that's what you're going to tell me when I ask the question. But yeah, there's been a few questions I've asked that way and thought it went one way and then it went the other. Well, the latest one I asked regarding the map edge VPXs, I was kind of sure that no, they're not German, and I go, basically, yeah, they are. Or now John's going to consider them as, what is it, non-Soviet, when it comes down to the rule that is relevant to it. Okay. Right, come on, Grant, finish off, please. 14 minutes. Yeah, so why was I considering that other hex? Still, I was trying to show you something and then... Within 3 hex that removes dangerous sound from another German unit. Well, if that garrison's applicable, this wouldn't remove dangerous sound from him because he's not in dangerous surround. And the thing is, if that garrison wasn't to be looked at, placing the unit here would actually, I think, stop this guy from being in dangerous around. So there you go, there's something there. But I'm going to go with what I think and say that this guy's not in dangerous around. So nobody's in dangerous around. And where are we? I've lost my bit. Yeah, I'm looking at his preferences, Grant. So, and D is not in dangerous around. Yeah, this is a one. This is a one. So, although both of them are outside the thing, this guy is in dangerous around. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whereas this one is not. So he takes preference before the lowest position number, and that's what I was getting around to, I think. But I just got thrown by the, oh wait a minute here, does that garrison still count? Is that a garrison now when we are checking dangerous around that guy? I think it is. But probably going to just upload this video, and yeah, well, that might be dodgy, Grant. No, I think we've got it right. I think we've got it right in the end. Eventually. Right, impulse over. I'm going to get away and get this uploaded and probably just chuck it out there. So if any of you do have an answer to that, please let me know. If I don't hear anything, but I'll probably fire it off in the morning. I might even do it tonight, so I might still fire the question out there. I think it's maybe one of these daft ones, but you never know. Okay, right. Well, I think I've got that cleared up. And where does that leave us? Well, this whole thing about running through to get 2 victory points is sort of in the air. It does give us something to do with the pop-off, I guess, but I just fear these guys, they're just going to keep coming back. So, but yeah, I can see that's how the game works. And remember, we're wanting to get 26 points, and we're on 23. We've got a whole turn and a half, turn and 3/4 to go to try and get that. But yeah, the Germans are starting to show up. Okay, I'll be back with the next part tomorrow sometime, guys. And hopefully this is good. But chuck it out. I'll chuck it out there, hopefully. And you can let me know what you think. Or certainly let me know if there's any big blunders. Okay, cheers.